Hello, everyone. This is Connor. So I wanted to give a few updates, and so my last video was posted 7 months ago, and it was my week-by-week progression in the Russian language. But about the fourth week, while learning it, I went to Europe, so that kind of stopped that. And I would have continued when I got back, but when I went to Europe, I realized that it just made more sense if I were to go back to learning anything Spanish or French and master German more. So that's what I've sort of been doing since then, off and on. Definitely have been picked up more this past month or two, just because once you go into learning a language, like just gung-ho into learning something like Russian, and you stop, when you realize how much it takes to learn a language, it just makes you pause, and that pause can be anywhere from a week to a few weeks. If you're learning a language and you're definitely self-driven to do it, you're not taking it in a class or anything, that more likely will happen, and it's nothing to really fret about. As long as you just know in the back of your head that you're gonna start doing it again, and you'll start doing it when you gain the motivation. Something I have started now is I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I am learning Spanish and German, but I've always wanted to try something new. There are two things I still want to do, and one of them I'm doing right now. So this is I'm learning a phrase a day for a language, and I thought the perfect language to do that for was Chinese. So I've been doing that just because Chinese, to me, would be one of the hardest languages to learn from the United States, not being able to go to China and study there. So I thought it'd be just because they have all these different letters than us. It's not like Spanish, French, German, where you pretty much know all the alphabet already. You just have to learn what the letters sound like, how they're arranged. With Chinese, you don't know until you learn what they are. So I'll be doing some updates for Chinese, what I've learned in the past week, and less so for Spanish and German. I think I'll do something with them every once in a while, just because also for learning a language, you'll learn a lot, and then you'll plateau, and then I don't even know what kicks it, but something will happen and you'll start learning it again. It might take you a few months of plateauing, and then all of a sudden you'll just start learning a bunch more, and there's nothing that really starts it. It's just always listening to it every day. You'll just be on a plateau, and then your mind will just start recognizing things a lot more, and then you'll start focusing on the smaller things, and then you'll start learning, and you'll plateau again. So this second plateau is where I'm at with German. I'm almost starting to make the final. I feel like there's just one more to becoming fluent. There's one more hill I have to make, and then I'll be fluent for German. I'm probably on the first plateau right now for Spanish and French. So that's how I view learning languages. It's just 3 plateaus, and good luck making it to the last one. Just keep on learning. Some minor things or not minor, but other things that have happened besides learning languages. If I made this video a month and a half early, or a month ago, I wouldn't have it now, but I have broken my finger. Of course, if I were myself viewing this from the past, I'd probably just want to pull my hair out, because it really does suck breaking a finger, and of course everyone knows that, of course, but it's just a simple fact that you can't use it. It was a non-displaced fracture, so thankfully I only have to wear this for a month, although after getting a checkup, it's slightly displaced now. Don't know what that slightly means. I'll know more on Tuesday with my new appointment. But normally you'd have this on, you'd have it like this for 3 to 4 weeks, and then you can start moving it again. It'll still hurt for 2 weeks ish, I think. I'm going by the last time I broke my 3 fingers. 3 last time. These 3 fingers. This one got broken again. I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that, because if I'm going to have a messed up finger, at least I can just have this finger be messed up, because these 2 others have healed up quite nicely, and I'm glad they've healed up quite nicely. So last time was my first time I ever broke anything, and it was these 3 fingers. And what happens I didn't know, but when you break your fingers, you can still move them. It was weird not knowing what breaking your fingers really, or breaking a bone really meant, but if I could show one on this hand, I could move them like this. I think when I first broke them, after about an hour, this was my range of motion. A good telltale sign of you breaking limbs or fingers is if you can't make a fist, it's probably broken. If you can sort of, you know what I'm talking about. So if you can kind of make a fist like this, I'm not sure. It's probably sprained or something. Give it a few days. But if, like this one that's broken now and this one, when it was broken, it could go to here. Like, there was no way it was going to be touching this part of my hand. And so it would comfortably go. It was better this time. Breaking my finger was better this time. I could move it like this far. I could have this much range of motion instead of something like this. But I could still only move it from here to here. So that's something to know for any. I don't know about any other broken limbs, but just because something can move doesn't mean it's broken. And if you aren't sure, you probably don't want to move it, because you don't want it to be permanently damaged. It's going to be really hard not to move it, because you're going to want to move it. You're going to want to see how it's healed or whatever. If you're like me, this is irritating as hell, because I just want to move it. I just want to move it. I just want to each time just try and do this. But I know that it's probably going to really mess it up if I do. And the reason it would mess it up is because as it's healing, it goes through an inflammation phase where everything's puffed up, it forms a blood clot, and these can't remember what they're called, but these cells go in, eat the bone material, the dead bone, or the dead bone matter, and then over the next few, or maybe next week or 2 weeks, it starts putting down a soft callus. It's a fiber network, and if you move it, it'll keep on like breaking up that network, and if you break it up too much, it will be permanently damaged, because the next stage after the soft fiber, or the soft callus, is hard callus, and that's the actual woven bone. When that's formed, that's usually around between 2 and 4 weeks. That's when you can start moving it, and it will actually help to move it, because it'll help create more bone. But that's only after it's been established, which is around the 4 weeks. So that's why for any non-displaced fracture, for any simple fracture, give yourself about a month. And of course, you can only know that by getting an x-ray. So if you think it's broken, or if you don't know if it's broken, go check it out. It wouldn't hurt. And just in case if it's not broken, then you can actually move it, and you don't have to give yourself 4 weeks and have it suck the whole time. Final update is I'm going to upload a song again soon. I'm picking between 3. That'll be fun. If you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. And if you're a newcomer, subscribe. It'll be fun, I think. I got another subscriber today. I went from 18 or not today, but like a week ago. I went from 18 subscribers to 19 subscribers. Maybe I'll get 20 soon. That'll be fun. If you're that 19th subscriber, thank you very much. You'll know it's you because I haven't had a subscriber in a year, so you'll know. Thanks. Bye.